Hello, you guys, and welcome. Getting ready to do 3 mini readings for the signs, the air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Going to be 3 short readings, about approximately 12, 13 minutes apiece. Thank you, Spirit, back there in the light. I've got the paranormal flashlight set up. It has been working throughout today. I'm going to include timestamps down below so that you can fast forward if you like to your sign and then get the hell out of Dodge. However, if you would be so kind, could I get you to fast forward even after you're done, clear to the end, and help me get back into the better algorithms over at YouTube. First reading is going to be for Gemini. Asking Spirit to give me some jumpers to help me give Gemini some guidance, help avoid some of the hurdles and the pitfalls. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what's happening for Gemmies. Wow, Gemini, you are definitely wrapping up a cycle. This has been not an easy transition for you to make. We've got the 3 of Swords came up. Big disappointment about something or someone, possibly even heartbreak. The 3 of Swords is in reverse here, so it's. I don't feel like maybe a lot of times there's a third person involved. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. And Miss Maggie's moving around. Spirit's moving her too. No, not really. This is just Bulldog back here. Thank you, Miss Maggie. Yeah, this has been a disappointment for you. You know, something just kicked you in the britches here. Thank you, Spirit on the light. It was a tough decision for you to make with the 2 of Swords. You didn't want to have to cut this person out of your life, but you did it, and it's going to be okay. You know, you're kind of worried, like, am I making the right move? I'm going on without this person in my life. I don't think I can do it. All these questions, but you finally made that decision to move forward. And yes, you're going to make it. You've got the Magician card that came up. You're going to manifest all those things in your life now. Your vibe's going to be higher. Gemini, you're taking on like a whole new lease on life. About time. You've got everything in your toolbox to make it happen. The Magician's got one of everything laying there. He has 1 wand, 1 cup, 1 pentacle, and 1 sword. You have everything. At least you've got it in here. We have the Queen of Wands that came up for you. Thank you, Spirit, back there in the light. I know I've got a tickle going on. I have been burning a lot of sage in the studio in between readings, so it kind of gets to me sometimes. The Queen of Wands, that's about you coming into your own confidence now. You're going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel serene. You're going to feel that you are in control again. Not going to let things flap you and get you your anxiety going. You're in complete control. Got to show these together. The 10s. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. You're wrapping up a cycle. You're stepping into something new. There's a happily ever after coming here. Gemini, you kind of worked long and hard to get here. Didn't come easy. This is kind of that happily ever after with the part 2 here with the Pentacles. It's about coming together. It's about having rejoicing in some of the tangible things. Celebrating that abundance. It's okay to celebrate your own abundance. Still happening here, hasn't it? All right, grabbing another deck here. Wow. Oh, I love this already. I love this already. Sometimes when you see them shoot out like that, you just know they want out of the deck and they want red. And when they are duplicates of what came up in the other deck, I love it even more because that just validates that energy. Let me chase that one. Yeah, you had a lot of fear. That's that moon card. And that's what that's all about. It's about you were worried about what was hidden in the dark crevices, and you found out it wasn't all that scary. You found out it was your own imagination. You were worried for nothing. That moon card is also about somebody. Now, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, it's about dealing with somebody that had I want to say they were two-faced. They were being nice to you and changing that scenario when you weren't around. You know, you've eliminated a lot of negative things out of your life, and you actually have already eliminated this person. Their energy no longer influences you, but you can still see them. They're in your group of friends. You know what? And you're the bigger person. You're rising above it, moving forward with the Knight of Swords here. You kind of cut them out of your emotional circle. Doesn't bother you anymore. And it kind of ticks them off that it doesn't get to you. You're in control now. We've got the Seven of Wands. You already fought this battle before, Gemini. You already know how to thrust and parry here. You know how to duck and dodge. But you don't need to anymore. Because you're beginning to step away from those other wands. You're getting out of that energy. You're not letting somebody push your buttons. You're not letting them incite you until you do respond. We've got the Knight of Cups that comes up, and you know what? This new energy that you're bringing about is welcoming in a new connection with people. Now, you've kind of eliminated some of that negative energy and some of those negative connections. You're kind of feeling a little, you know, like a hermit mode a little bit. You haven't seen people, kind of living a solitary lifestyle, but now your heart is beginning to open up. We have the repeating energy here of the Ten of Cups. That's the third 10 for you, too. Repeating energy of that Cups is all about that happily ever after. Manifesting, bringing those good things into your life. You know, manifesting is just another word for making it happen. You know, it's all new age, that it's all the new vocab. But manifesting just means making it happen, man, getting it done. You might be a redneck if manifesting is getting it done. But it's going to happen, and you're going to have that happily ever after. Last card that came up for Gemini was that Ace of Swords. You know, finally there is some truth coming in. You've cut those ties with that negative and heavy energies that used to surround you, stepping into something that's meant to bless you in divine timing. That sword is the same sword that the Queen uses when she knights somebody and taps them on the head with that sword. You're being tapped on. Being tapped in, you're being tapped on. That sword's coming. It's going to do you some good. All right, Gemini, there you have it. If that resonated, please hit that like button. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends. Let them know about that light that works once in a while. I'm going to go down here and getting ready for Libra. And we'll be right back with Libra. Got to bless and cleanse those cards. Still got that tickle thing going on. Welcome back, Libra. Getting ready to do your general reading. It may not resonate with everybody. It couldn't possibly. I do have a paranormal flashlight set up behind me on the shelf, validating what is being said. Either on or off, either direction is just spirit getting in a conversation, letting me know they're with me and behind me, letting you know that there is something to be paying attention to. They're shedding some light on it. All right, Libra. Get some jumpers for Libra. Sometimes it takes a couple trips through the cards for them to line up so that they can make their exit. I used to deal them out. I do on occasion. I just found out that there's so much more power in the jumpers. They are more what needs to be, wants to get out. All right, I do believe I have enough. All right, Libra. Dun, 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 dun. Libra, you are at a crossroad in your life. Some new transition coming. Thank you, Spirit, on the light back there. We have the Judgment card. You're at a big transitionary spot in your life, getting ready to call in some changes. You hadn't been real happy with the way things have been going. They felt out of balance, disconnected. So you thought, well, let's try a new strategy here. You know, and Libra, you're all about balance. Excuse me, I just can't shake this cough today. Just a tickle. We have the Knight of Cups, and he's bringing in that energy of that change that's coming. He's kind of the guy that moves in ahead of the rest of the troops. Does a little recon, gathers information on where he needs to go, who he needs to see. He's bringing in some information there in that cup. I feel like you might have a communication coming forward about something to do with an affair of the heart. You may have felt like you didn't have an opportunity with somebody or something for a connection. This tickle is going to drive me crazy. You know, I've been burning a lot of sage today in the studio because I like to cleanse the cards in between, but now it's getting to me. Testing 1, 2, huh? All right, Spirit, are you being funny back there with the light now? This is only a test, right? All right, that Knight is bringing about word of that change. Libra, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. That is you trying to keep things balanced. Thank you, Spirit. Trying to maintain that balance, get it back pulled together again. And you're going to be able to do that because you just are always able to come back to center. Things will get you out of balance very easily sometimes, Gemini, but you will always come back to center. We have the 6 of Swords, and that is moving away from this troubled type of thinking and this troubled type of atmosphere. Bringing those things back into balance is going to allow you to move forward. Heading into out of troubled waters into more settled and clear water. Take a look at that staff. He's got it down in the water on that side, and it's wavy. The other side's smooth, so he's headed out, getting into something better, calmer. We have the Hangman, and I feel like maybe you had been stuck in this connection or in this role that you've had to carry for a while. I kind of feel like that you have been playing a part, not being truthful to yourself. Felt like you were just acting, and you've been stuck there for a while, putting on that happy face. Now, actually, I think it's the other way around. I think you've been putting on a grouchy face, trying to talk yourself into this move, into going forward with your life. We've got the Ace of Swords. that's about the clarity that you're going to walk into. That ace is going to bring about that that decision. And it's also, that's Libra again here. This is an air card, but it's about the sword of justice coming in, leveling things and balancing things again. Excuse me, and thank you guys for bearing with me in this tickle. It's a good reading, the energy's flowing, I don't want to pause it. And then we have the Lovers card. Chances are this is just a family connection. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This can be a plutonic connection. It is somebody that, however, may be a soulmate to you, somebody that has been deeply connected with you, to you, in more than just this life, perhaps in a past life. Thank you, Spirit, on that light. Grab another deck here. Asking for some jumpers from Spirit. Help clarify what already has come on the table. For Libra. Sometimes it takes a couple trips through the deck until they line up where they need to be and they make their exit. I thought I saw 2 cards come out. Now I only see, I don't know where it went. All right, that one wanted out. That one does too. All right, anybody else need to make an exit here? All right, there it is. I will take that. Let me make certain that I didn't lose one down on the floor. All right, Libra. Libra, I see that you have a communication coming through. Somebody or something's coming through to let you know that you chose to go the right direction. You haven't felt like you had a sign on anything about, like, am I making the right choice? Am I going the right direction? And you just needed to get something validated to say, yeah, you're doing that. You've got some kind of communication or, email, text message, something in the mail, some kind of communication is going to come through to let you know and just confirm that you're headed the right direction. You made the right choice. We're doing this in progression here. Wow. We have the 5 of Pentacles. You may have felt like you had been ghosted or left out with this particular connection. Really feeling dejected and left out. You may even have had to move. And we transition from the 5 to the 6 of Pentacles. All right, that was behind you. This is the 6 of Pentacles. This is about getting some balance. It's about coming back into gaining some financial stability too for most of you. You have felt a little out of balance, like you have been taking care of somebody else financially, and now you're going to be able to take care of yourself a little better. We have the Empress card. It came up in reverse. So this is kind of about somebody else's power over you. You hadn't been able to walk away or step away from somebody, and it was very controlling. That's not what the Empress is about. The Empress should be somebody that's confident and doesn't have to have, I don't want to say scare tactics, but doesn't have to use, wow. Not enough coffee, not enough coffee. She doesn't have to use scare tactics. We have the Magician card that comes up, and that is all about manifesting those things that you have just been hoping and dreaming and praying for. You've literally worked for it too. There wasn't a lot of smoke and mirrors. You literally had to work for this, because we have the 4 of Wands. Wands usually pertain to some kind of work or physical movement whether it's feuding or fighting, or in this case, it's a celebration. Four of Wands is all about making that forward progress. It's about being forthright. It's a 4. It also looks like the 1111. Yep. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles that comes up. That is the 1.5. That's the trophy there. I feel like for some of you, you're going to actually have some kind of financial little windfall come through, perhaps, in the next week or two, whenever this is, from the time that you see this. It is timeless. I hardly ever put a time or date stamp or a date stamp in the readings, but you've got some kind of little windfall coming, whether it's a scratch-off ticket, whether you happen to find an envelope with some money in it. It's not going to be big, but, 20, 50 bucks, but it is just a sign from your universe letting you know you're headed the right way. All right, Libra, there you have it. Hit that like button if it resonated, subscribe, and please share. We're going to be coming right back with Aquarius. Welcome back, Aquarius. Getting ready to do a small mini reading for the sign of Aquarius. Whether you are Aquarius in your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, this message may be for you. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe this. Also share it. Let everybody know that you've got redneck connections to tarot readings. All right, I feel like you have been working past something pretty traumatic here. Excuse me. I have had a tickle all day throughout all of the readings. The energy is good. The flow is going between me and Spirit there on the Paranormal Light and Miss Maggie May back here. So I'm trudging through. There was some chaos going on for Aquarius. A little bit of feuding, a little bit of fighting. Might have even just been fighting with yourself. I feel like you put some time and effort into a situation, and it wasn't coming about, wasn't coming your direction. You had been hoping for something a little smoother. You're at a point in your life now, Aquarius, that you don't feel like you need to put up the fight anymore. It's got to flow. It's got to come in. It's got to come in about in a nice, easier direction. We've got the Knight of Wands that comes in. This is a player here. You may have a fire sign in your life. Could be a fire sign, but this person here is a player. And the reason I know that is because it came up with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords with that Knight is all about moving in, tapping the village wenches and getting back out of town. That Knight's coming in ahead of time. That connection really brought you a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. You had difficulties coping with that loss of that connection to that person. But the 4 is more about healing and moving on. It's about becoming a little more solid in who you are. That healing, it's taken you a little while, Aquarius, but you're coming around. That healing is happening. We have the 9 of Cups. You know, you had been feeling kind of content with where you were at. Now you're wanting to say, okay, where's my 10th cup at? I'm ready to move forward. Now that you're seeing the light, you're having a hard time letting anything hold you back. That Death card's there. Big old solid death. Bam! You let that whole thing fall apart. You had to let it fall apart in order to rebuild. Um, you had to let that entire scenario go. You had to leave it. As Longfellow said, "Let the dead past bury its dead," and you're moving forward. We have the Chariot card. Moving forward in a fast way. Now that you've seen the light, now that you've let it go, you're able to move forward. And we have the Temperance card. The Chariot wants to take you fast, and the Temperance card wants you slow. Okay? I think that this situation, that's the way it's been. It's kind of been an up and down energy for you, too. You've taken it, thought you could go forward, and then again, didn't happen that way, and then things got slowed up a little bit. All right, let's grab another deck here and get some clarifiers for Aquarius. Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers, please, for Aquarius? All right, I guess that's it. Yeah, Aquarius, you weren't certain if you were headed the right direction or not. You absolutely are. We have 2 kings. Nobody's pushing you around anymore. You're not going to allow it. You're not going to even allow yourself to get in that kind of a situation or in that kind of an energy where somebody can even push you at all. That King of Pentacles is about coming into into control of your own finances again. You haven't had that in a while. And that King of Wands is going to allow you to pick and choose your work environments a little bit. All right, Miss Maggie. But then again, being in control of that. We have the Hierophant that came up. It actually came up in reverse because this situation, you might have had hopes and dreams that it was going to end in a marriage. It did come up reversed, so you dodged a bullet. This person wasn't who you thought they were. The 3 of Pentacles came up in reverse also. A little bit of gossip there. A little bit of talk. Yeah, falling on deaf ears, don't need it. But that's what happened. Things just didn't happen to go the way that everybody had planned. And thank you, Spirit, back there on the light. Things just didn't go according to plan. And you know what? They had to let the whole world know. It affected them too. However, the World card comes up. And that is about all the opportunity that is coming to you, that you're going and moving in the right direction, Aquarius. I also feel like that's about some kind of a monetary thing that you're going to intuitively, I'm picking that up, that you've got some kind of little windfall. I also felt that for Libra too. Whether it is a scratch-off lottery ticket, you might find an envelope on the ground with some money in it. Not real big, but it might be $20, $50. Got some kind of little windfall coming to there, Aquarius. All right, you guys, there you have it. That is the general reading for the air signs. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And I never leave you that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.